welcome back to the Neurospicy YouTube channel. My name is Jess, and this is my space where I talk about all things creative, creative mental health things, which I'll get more into at the end. But I'm so excited to be back. I took a couple months off just because first I didn't have a ton of time. I was getting ready for my Taylor Swift concert, and that took a lot of my brain power. And getting everything done, and then I was just going through a couple things like mentally, and so content creating kind of took a little bit more of a back burner for me, which is completely fine because you take your space when you need it. Highly encourage that. If you're a content creator or any type of person who just feels like you need to take a step back for a moment, just do it. You'll feel better when you come back to it. No big deal. So we're gonna start today's podcast, so grab your favorite drink of choice. I'm currently drinking cotton candy tea from David's Tea in my mocha cup. It's my cat Mo, that my boyfriend got me for Christmas 2 years ago. Also came with a mocha blanket, but that's besides the point. So let's get started. First we're going to start off with finished objects. I am so excited to show you this one. It's my Hedgehog Fibers throw blanket. I did just finish it within maybe the last few weeks, like completely finished. I wove the ends over in a couple weeks ago. Have I cut them off? No, but that's okay. I'll get there. I steam blocked it instead of like blocking it because I figured that would just take up too much of my time, and I don't really have anywhere to put it to block it. So Joe, my boyfriend, helped me steam block it yesterday when we were hanging out at his house. So this is the blanket. It is the Habitation Throw by Helen Stewart. I did modifications that Knit Knack Zach had done on a previous blanket that he made, same pattern. So it was super easy knit. I used a main color, which you can kind of see right there. I forget the name of that, but the yarn is the Hedgehog Fibers 2022 Advent. So pretty, so bright. I didn't sort them in any sort of way. I literally pulled it out of the box, started knitting. So I absolutely loved making this. Highly recommend it. Either way, I think either way would be nice. If you have a main color to use the main color. If you don't. I think either way it's going to come out beautiful. Highly recommend this pattern if you're looking for super easy knit with lots of different colors. So next on my finished objects is a pair of socks I've been knitting for a little bit. I've been working on doing my own pair of, like, my own formula for like vanilla socks. As you can see, the theme of the episode is I haven't woven in any ends. They are, however, all like closed up. But these are a vanilla pair of socks. I did a fish lips kiss heel, a 60 row leg, 15 row cuff of knit 2 purl 2. I am obsessed with this type of cuff if it will focus. I just love the way it stretches and looks. I don't know why, just what I'm obsessed with right this second. And then knit it to my size. This is in the colorway Neon Yabitness by Sock Obsessions. Absolutely love this yarn. Color is beautiful. I cannot wait to wear these and block these. So that is my finished objects, and now we're gonna go into WIPs, which has a common theme because summer sock camp started May 26th, the 26th, I think. End of last Friday of May, because now we're in June. So I have several socks on the needles, which I am going to share. So, first off is I have this one. I don't remember the colorway name. I checked my Ravelry. I don't have it, but it's this one. It's another vanilla knit 2 purl 2 ribbing. Haven't decided how far I'm going to go on the leg, but I call these my Dunkin' Donut socks because they remind me of Dunkin' Donuts. So maybe I have, no, I don't have the tag in here. Usually I put them in there. But this is in a, if I can remember the name, it's in a little bat bag by, I'll insert the name. For some reason I cannot remember it right this second, but if I remember it throughout the episode, because I have several bags by this bag maker. Oh, Barley and Pearls, that's what it is. Excuse my brain fart. But I have several of Barley and Pearl bags. I love them. So this is my little bat bag. So I have one sock. That's one sock so far. Then I have another sock, and this is in a Mountain Safe Stitches bag from last year's summer sock camp. I think all I have so far on this one is a cuff on 9-inch Circs, which is without a doubt my favorite way to knit socks. It will focus not on me, but this is in Woolly Mama's Aloha colorway. That sun glare is great. I love this yarn in the color. I'm doing the Rhinebeck Roomies by the Crazy Sock Lady because I keep seeing her knit them up, and I've just become obsessed with a little bit of a pattern sock, so that's what these are going to become. I just have to sit down because the cuff is done and just look at the pattern to actually do said pattern. And the next one I think is cast on is this one. I believe this is from Stitched by Jessa Lou. It's, if you can't tell, it's, the bag is Gilmore Girls themed. Love her bags because the best part of her bags, it's got the, one of the, like, there's a couple things. I love that, like, she has like this signature like zipper. It's like a little dragonfly thing, I think. And then on the inside of the bags, if you've seen Gilmore Girls, you'll understand the reference, but it's got a flannel, which stands for Luke of Gilmore Girls. So I went to a yarn fair, that dropped a stitch, a few weeks ago in my state. It's the Connecticut Sheep and Wool. It's a small fair. Love going. Went with a couple friends, and then I saw this I didn't get there. I got it there actually last year. I got this yarn by Shirsty Cat. And the white is like getting so washed out. This is called Love is Love. I am making a pair of shorties for a present for my boyfriend's brother. I saw this and I thought of him. So I did a 8-row cuff and then a 20-row leg, and now I'm just doing, I've been stalling, I don't know why, on the heel. So that's those. That's where I'm at with those, and I think I have a few more actual sock whips, which you can't hear, they're kind of all in one bag. So got another one. Then this is a bag by, I think, Madrooter. I can't remember the exact name. But this, I don't know why the cake's doing that, is a pattern, not a pattern, this is a colorway by Bumblebee Acres. It's called Pennywise the Dancing Clown. I'm doing a pair of shorties, another as a present. I freaking love how they're like, they kind of look like they're striping, which is kind of cool. Same thing with the other one, 8-row cuff, 15 15 row leg. I think I said 20 on the other, but it's actually 15. And I'm just waiting for the heel. Don't ask me why. I've been stalling, but I've been stalling on doing heels. Also, probably going to do Fish Lips Kiss heel on both of them, just because I'm very obsessed lately with doing a short row heel. And the last but not least, another Barley Pro bag. This one has like a little clip on it, because I just wanted to try the new one. This one is another Woolly Mama yarn, also with just the cuff done. So pretty. I love this yarn. And this is called Hopeless Romantic. Did order more yarn in her update, and I can't wait to use it. All of it. Love the bright colors. I have been obsessed with bright colors for a while lately, and I literally can't wait to get started. Gonna take a brief intermission because I just realized that one of my projects is not in here. Okay, I'm back. Last WIP that I actually have is the Bubble Shawl by Stephen West, housed in this bag. It's the Yarn Along bag, came with the colors of the Yarn Along, because I'm actually doing the Stephen West Yarn Along this year, and I'm so excited because love his patterns, love shawls, and these colors did not disappoint, and I'm so excited. Never done the bubble stitch before, as I drop it, but look how pretty like these colors are. So pretty. Bubble stitch is honestly super easy, so I was not expecting that, because I'm used to, like, I did Slip Stravaganza last year, and that was a little bit of a complicated time for me as a more of a beginner stitching like that, all that stuff together. But I love how this is coming out. I think I only have a few more sections left of the bubble stitch, but I love it. If I haven't said that enough to you guys already. But so the next colors did come already. I have those. I haven't caked them up or anything like that, but once I get to that shawl, I will definitely let you guys know. It should be coming out within the next pattern should be coming out within the next couple days, but I want to finish that one first before I start anything else. Oh, not anything else, but any other shawl, because if I want to cast something out, I'm just going to do it, because no regrets here. But I also have 2 test knits, not 4, 2. One, so we'll start with the Hemingway halter. Have not cast it on yet. That's actually something I actually have to start doing, because I've had the pattern for a little bit now. If you haven't caught on the theme, it's Barley Pearls. The little kitty cat bag, because if you didn't know, I love cats. I am doing it in a green Peruvian cotton, organic cotton. Never worked with this before, but it's a summer top, so I wanted it to be somewhat manageable to wear. It's a little bit of a glare, but it's like blowing it out, but that makes it a little bit better. It's a green. So like I said, this is the Hemingway halter test knit at Made by Linden. That's her Instagram handle. So I'm very excited for that test knit. And then I have one more that I'm going to start today. So I have a couple things I have to do today. Fingers crossed I actually get them all done. So one more test knit I have going is a sock test knit from one of my friends, Jody, on Instagram. She's at the Worsted Wolf, Worsted Wolf Designs. She designed, me and her are huge book nerds, like so big book nerds. We love fantasy, and she's been designing book themed stuff, and one of our favorite series well, not even series. One of our favorite authors is Sarah J. Maas, because if you know, you know. Some people don't like her. I happen to absolutely love her, and so does Jody. She designed a sock set based off of one of the fantasy couples in one of the series. So this is called the Bryce's Boyfriend sock. This yarn is by Uprooter Farm and Fiber Co. Haven't used them before, but look how pretty this is. Bryce is honestly very well known for her bright pink sock. No, not sock, but shoe. So Jody took that inspiration and actually like put it into a sock, which I'm so excited to have this, and so honored that she let me test knit, because I've been kind of hinting to her that I wanted to test knit it, and then she's like, I'll let you know as soon as it goes up. You can test knit. I'm like, thank you, friend. So those are what I have for whips. So I wanted to start like kind of a new segment when I have them for like project ideas. I have a couple, actually I have two. I'm looking at my notes just so I can make sure I'm going through everything for you guys, because my ADHD brain sometimes forgets. So if you see me looking over here at all during the episode, that's what I'm doing. I'm not spacing out. So the first one I got is the Battenberg blanket. I will either link it or put like a little like project picture over here. It's a huge blanket. You can make it huge. You can make it like any size you want. It's like little tiny crocheted squares, and I figured it'd be perfect for one of my advents. I'm actually, if you guys have been following me for a while, especially on Instagram, you know last year I had 2 advents from Fangirl Fibers, one of which was during the summer, one of which was the Bridgerton advent, with her and Yarnaceous Fibers. I got a main color when she did like the big skeins, like the big 100-gram skeins, and I got Flawless, and I was like, this is perfect, I'll do this and this. And then I saw the Battenberg blanket. I've been looking at it probably for a while, and I was like, this is perfect for an advent. And I couldn't figure out how to like get the dimensions like a bit, because I wanted a bigger size blanket, at least throw size or bigger. Because I keep telling my boyfriend that eventually we're going to have a blanket ladder, and I have to fill it with all my knits. So I actually reached out to her, and she had Social Papers as another 100-gram skein, which was also part of that Bridgerton collection that she had come out with the 100-gram skeins. So I'll have 2 main colors and then the Bridgerton Advent minis. Haven't figured out exactly the math yet, but I'm very confident that I will be able to use 2 main colors and then use the Advent. I saw someone else's project page. I saved it. So hopefully I'll be able to figure that math out, but I'll probably keep you guys more updated on Instagram on that, and then the next episode podcast whenever I film that. Then I had started a granny crochet squared blanket with my Row 1 minis. This year one of my like big goals was to try a bunch of different dyers, because I always go back to the same ones, and because I was like, I will spread the love. So I signed up for Row 1. That way I can find new dyers to me and also get a little sample of like the coloring and all that. And so you get like 10 grams. And like I said, I started doing a blanket, a granny square blanket. I was not finding any joy in making it. I was forcing myself to make them, and then I stopped making them, and then I tried making them again. It just didn't work out. So I was like, I have 6 made, and I was like, we could probably just use those as coasters. And from here on out, I'm just going to make a different blanket that's knit. So I've been eyeing the Jelly Roll blanket, and I really want to make it. So I'm going to with my Row 1 minis. I think I'm just gonna hold it like with a finger, because I know if you follow the Crazy Sock Lady, she is also doing this blanket, but she's doing it with her Row 1 minis, but she's doing it DK. I'm just gonna do it with fingering, because that's just the way I want to do it. I'm just waiting for my fixed needles to come in, which I got straight needles for this, because I wanted a dedicated needles for this, so I didn't have to worry about not having needles or having a set of needles on the side, or buying missing out on one of my needles that I need for socks or something else. So I just got fixed needles for that, because I'm sure once I make it, it won't be the only one in that size I make, or even that pattern, because it's technically a scrappy blanket, and I have one started already, but I figure once that one's done I could alternate or something. Don't need to worry about that yet though. So, on to my news and my recently watched / listening. I haven't been reading any books lately. I go through spurts where I read a lot of books and then I kind of die off of my books. I've been slowly listening to Zodiac Academy, Sorrow and Starlight, I think it's called. It's the 8th book in the Zodiac Academy series. I love that series, but I can see why other people don't, because it's a bully romance, which doesn't come off really well. It's fantasy, and I heard good things about it on TikTok, and TikTok convinced me to read it, so I did. And I listened to 7 of them, and then the 8th one came out, and it was supposed to be the last book, but then they're like, oh no, there's a 9th one. So I'm slowly listening to it, because these 2 authors, because it's a co-written book, like to leave the book on cliffhangers, and that's the ending, and then you have to wait for the next book, and I'm not doing that. So I'm slowly reading through it, because this one's gonna be a heavy one in the series, just because of what happened in the last book and how that one ended, also on a cliffhanger, which is why I'm taking my time reading listening to this one on Audible. Love the voice actors and the voice actors, voice readers, I don't know what you want to call them, but I love them. I love listening to them. It's so good. So that's kind of where I'm at. But I think with starting Bryce's Boyfriend Socks, I'm going to start rereading the Crescent City series. I have not read it. I actually haven't read the 2nd book. I own it in both physical and audio, so I have no excuses. But this is my excuse to start listening to it either while I'm knitting or while I'm at work, just to get myself hyped up for the 3rd book. Because TikTok spoiled me on the ending of the 2nd. So now I have to read the 2nd because I know how it ends. I am also not the type of person who cares about spoilers. So they usually just get me more excited to read the book. So I'm excited to see how it goes. I kind of am hoping that by the end of this year we have some sort of update on the Avatar TV show that Hulu's supposed to be coming out with, because I know they were working on it, but I know with I think a lot of the writer strikes might affect it, so we'll see. I'm ready to watch my favorite characters on the screen. I don't think I've been more excited for a TV show than this one. I've also been listening to a lot of music, because if you didn't know, because I've been posting it on Instagram, so if you don't follow me there, go follow me there. Link in the description. I went to go see Taylor Swift. My boyfriend got this shirt for me a couple months ago. I went to go see her at the end of May, a week or 2 ago at this point. I think it was actually 2 weeks ago. Today was my concert, May 25th. first. We saw her, me and my boyfriend saw her at Gillette Stadium, and it was the best time of my life. I'll put a picture of what I wore to the concert. It was, honestly, it was one of the best days ever. She puts on a phenomenal show, and I'd have to say I'm very proud of myself. I've gotten my boyfriend to like Taylor Swift. And not that he didn't like her before, but he wasn't like someone who like he listened to her songs because of me, and that's it. I actually found him a week or so ago, because we were driving in the car listening to the Midnights album. He's like, yeah, this is a good album, this isn't like her normal stuff. I was super excited to see that he actually liked it, and then we were talking about it, and then I recommended, because he likes more of like the non-poppy stuff, so I recommended him to actually listen to Folklore and Evermore, because I think those are, because I didn't really listen to those at first, but I think those are like hidden little gems that like you really have to listen to her lyrics to like think, like to know if her songs are good. I think a lot of people just hear like the beat and don't listen to like the lyrics, don't really understand her like style and her lyrics and stuff like that. So actually I told that to my boyfriend too, and then he's like, yeah, I took your advice, I started listening to the lyrics. And he goes, she's a very good lyricist. So I'm just very happy that my boyfriend is a tiny bit of a Swiftie, just a tiny bit, because that's all I want in life. The big news is that I am back on YouTube. I was actually really debating if I wanted to do YouTube again, or if I really just wanted to do a blog, because I wasn't sure how like how mental health stuff with like creating and mental health stuff would like translate on into a video. But I'm gonna try YouTube because I have a small bit of an audience here, and I would like to keep growing that, and that's kind of where I'm at with that. I don't know, because I'm filming this the June 4th, right? June 4th? Yeah, June 4th. I'm filming this June 4th, and I just don't know what day I'm going to be like posting, but whatever day I post this on is the day I'm going to try to be super consistent on. I want to make sure I give myself enough time, because I am getting back into like more of my healthy habits, like running and eating healthy, just because I think overall it'll definitely help me and my brain, and I'm doing anything I can to like make sure my mental health is going good. So I don't want to rush these videos, because I want them to come out and I want them to be good for you guys. So whatever day I post this, that's the day I'm going to try to stay consistent on. And at that whatever that time is, it's probably going to be like between 10 and 12 in the early afternoon, late morning hours, just because I think that's when I think it's a good time to release it. That way, by the time, if you're working a 9 to 5, by the time you're out of work, it's already posted for you. If you want to watch it during the day and you're off, also available for you. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. No, I did not. So I think that is all I have for you guys today. Like I said, I am going to be starting posting about like knitting and mental health, and how creating can help your mental health. Also along with knitting videos. So if you guys like any of those ideas, please subscribe, click the little bell notification. I'm going to try to be as consistent as possible, and I will see you guys in the next one. Happy knitting!